I am not going to end stream today until we beat it.
Oh boy, we're gonna be here a while probably.
We might be here a bit. I don't think there's much left. I think we just had to get a confession from Blowell and we're done. But I'm not going to end stream until we beat this case. I don't care how long it takes.
That's a base take though.
I've been playing this game for a while. I kept putting it off because, you know, I got busy with other stuff. We are beating it tonight. Okay, well, this case at least. And if there's a secret 6 case or something, then we're not going to beat that. But we won't stop until this case is done, Carrie. You with me, soldier?
Yeah. I am with you.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Time to voice act. How are you doing, Justy?
I was just saying, you had just Ethan and Swift last time. So.
Yeah. How are you doing, Justy? I think this is it. Lowell is the guy we've been chasing for 2 days. And right now, I'm not feeling anything. I guess my body hasn't processed it yet. Once this is over, we can finally close this case. Oh god, hold on, you two. Before you go in, you should know we checked the phone though. It's real. He didn't fake it. That's good to know, but we never questioned that, right? In case you forgot, his agreement is that he would turn over the evidence in exchange for us dropping all previous charges. Meaning we can only charge him with murder, otherwise he's walking out of here. So the feeling I didn't have, it's back. Catching a murder is way above my pay grade. We don't even have proof Lowell killed anyone. Hey Sue, can you give us a moment? I do need to get back to work. Good luck in there. I'll get the paperwork ready for you when you both solve this case. Hey Justy, you trust me, right? Breathe in, breathe out. I trust you. Then you'll be fine, but no matter what, I have your back. We can do this, partner. Breathe in, breathe out. I'll calm down. Do you mind if we wait inside for them? Sure thing.
Girlfriends.
Girlfriends moment. Carrie, how, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you ship them?
11.
Oh man. So, Carrie, I think you seem a little quieter today than you did yesterday. I'm not sure.
Do I?
Can you say, yeah, give me like another regular sentence?
Meow 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 meow?
It's not
meow?
a regular sentence, but I'll turn you up a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe it's just me. So I'm not gonna turn you up too much.
Okay.
As long as you're louder than the game, it should be fine. Lowell Ledger, do you know why we brought you back here? What can I say? I couldn't leave anyway. Did things get settled with Mr. Eubank? It's settled, but we have one more question for you. Why did you shoot Mr. Chambers? Do you think you're funny? I gave you all the proof you needed. And now you think I committed murder?
Detective, evidence is everything. I expect some evidence before asking a loaded question.
He's the only person who could have done it. Mr. Eubank was knocked out at the time. An excuse you two just ate up like wild pigs. Fortunately, I saw the whole thing. You mean the shooting? I was nearby at the time and looked into the window when I saw them. I thought you said you'd stay down on your floor, brother. I saw the whole thing from start to end. Only afterwards did I take the picture.
He's definitely bullshitting.
Oh no, we're definitely gonna get him. You expect us to... Perfect. Just what I wanted to hear. Mr. Ledger, tell us everything you saw. Leave no details out. Fine. I'll walk out of here a free man anyways. Let's get his ass.
Yeah.
I looked into the window when I saw the two talking, but I couldn't hear them. Suddenly, Mr. Chambers pulled out his gun and aimed it at Mr. Eubank. Mr. Eubank hit Mr. Chambers with his umbrella, then took his gun while he was stunned. With the gun in his right hand, Mr. Eubank fired the first shot. Anton was hurt, but he lunged at Mr. Eubank. That's when the second shot was fired. But Anton pushed him back into the desk, and that's what knocked Mr. Eubank out.
I think.
The second
he didn't
shot.
shoot it. Yeah.
The second shot killed him almost instantaneously.
It has to be you being statement.
Okay. Well, I figured it would be this because it says death was almost instantaneous.
I think it's Eubanks because he says he doesn't remember the second shot.
He can't see in his left eye. The gun was in his right hand.
Oh yeah.
But no, I'll just double checking, but that checks out. Because if it's in his right hand, then he's aiming with his right eye. I guess we can go over some of these because we do have a lot of stuff here. He had the gun near his right hand.
What's the ballistics report say again? It's down at the bottom.
Oh, here it is. Close to the respective entry points.
Perpendicular, that it wouldn't be. He wouldn't be able to do it perpendicular to each other like that, I don't think.
We can try that. I don't know, because sometimes it's like a wording thing. I don't know if that would count, but okay. Here, we'll get our little hint from Solemn Testimony. I asked for all the details and he delivered. Ask as much as you want, I have nothing to hide. After all, I'm no murderer. If he did see everything, he must have changed something to make Mr. Eubank the murderer. What would he change?
What all statements do we have? Because I feel I didn't log him saying he doesn't remember the second shot. Did
I don't think so. Also, Kara, did you get away from your microphone?
No, I'm in the same spot I've been.
Oh, you just I could hardly hear you that time.
Oh. I mean, close steam in the background. Maybe that'll fix it.
Okay.
There we go. I hope that fixed it.
I swear, wasn't there a thing that we heard? There was two noises. I could have sworn there was. Ah, something heavy hitting the wall, followed by something that crashed to the floor. Then the gunshot happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he couldn't have won. Because
Something heavy hitting the wall. They could say that's the tackle. Okay. I mean, we could try pressing on some of the stuff, but that usually doesn't help.
I'd say press on the thing where
On what thing?
where he says the second shot. Where
I
he
can
talks about
hardly hear you, Kara. What'd you say?
I say press on the thing where he talks about the second shot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is your microphone covered by something? Because you definitely seem
No.
muffled a little bit.
It's just my computer mic. If you want, I'll be right back and grab my audio interface.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll just question some stuff. ID Lunge, Mr. Eubank. For sure wasn't lethal. Simple problem with this statement. Okay. What's the question on this? Small bruise on his right thigh. Interesting. Hmm. Okay, so I questioned a few things. I didn't get much. However, the questioning of history. Okay, so that doesn't help. The question of the sixth one made it seem like there's something simpler we have to go for. I think on near his right hand. Yeah, I didn't think so. This is tough, Carrie. I'm having a hard time with this. You couldn't hear them. Yeah, I didn't think that would mean a damn thing. Carrie, are you here?
Hold on.
Oh, okay. What's our little hint? Nothing to hide. He must have changed something to make Mr. Eubank the murderer. It looks like this is true. Okay, so that doesn't... Yeah, Karen, what's up?
Is it better?
Karen?
Is it better?
I can't hear you like at all.
Okay, how about now?
A little bit.
How about now?
Getting better.
Is this better?
That you're getting there.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Oh, wait, hold on. Keep talking.
Meow?
Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna turn you down a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna have to move my mic stand, so it'll take a second.
Okay. Can't do Hunt's statement. No. Hmm.
There we go. Is that good?
That's better, yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Carrie?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi.
I meowing a little. Just to be silly.
Okay, Carrie. I still don't have anything. Do you have any ideas?
No, I don't really have much ideas.
You still sound a little weird. You sound weird. I don't understand. Maybe it's my end.
I don't know.
You sound kind of muffled again.
Meow?
Okay, that's a lot better. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I can barely hear you again. I can't hear you at all now.
You'll hear in just a second.
What's that? No. What's the change that make Mr. Eubank the murderer? Well, he changed the second shot. No, I didn't think so. What am I missing here? I don't want to have to look it up. What was they said on this? He was looking for something. A simpler problem with the statement, so I don't think it's the last one.
Okay, is that good?
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
Yeah, okay. I just had to get it closer because it was a little off axis. Sorry.
No, you're good. I've been trying to figure this out.
Suddenly, Mr. Chambers pulled out his gun and Eubank.
And according to Mr. Eubank, that's true. Because the gun was pulled on him. This was confirmed. Mr. Eubank fired his first shot. Yeah. He can mostly see from his right eye, so. It was heard, but he lunged. That's when the second shot was fired. I think that this is what we have to do, but we can't say that he was killed pretty much instantaneously.
It's gotta be this, but like, it's really weird. Like, his own statement, he says he only did it once. But that's not in the Eubank statement at all. It's not logged on there.
I don't know. Did I do this one already? Yeah. I don't want to have to look it up, but I don't understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Carrie, I don't know. Can you think of something?
Hold on.
couldn't you hear them? That bothers me, but I can't say anything about that. I didn't think so. Alright, it was weird. I thought I already crossed that off.
Wait, go.
What?
What about... Do we have the phone thing in it?
What? Sorry, Kara, can you speak up? What?
Do we still have the, like phone logging thing? That like, how the phone was on the speakers?
Yes, but it's on speaker to the lobby.
What about Miss Collins' statement?
I mean, nothing there has anything to do with it, really. I don't want to look it up, but like, I'm really confused of what.
What's in the summary?
Like, what do you want? What do you look for?
What about investigation log?
I'm sorry, Kara, can you speak into the microphone?
What about the investigation log?
Investigation log. I don't think this has anything to do. Yeah, none of this has anything to do with what we're really looking for.
I'm just trying to refresh my memory.
Are you good? Did you read it?
Yeah.
Okay, now hold on.
What?
It wasn't crossed out on this one, so I knew that it was. That was the thing they added to make it. So it's crossed off on the ones it doesn't work.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure. That's the only reason I chose it. I'm not sure what their thing is going to be, because enter the body perpendicular close to respective entry points.
Oh yeah, no, it can't be close to the entry points if they moved and were in a scuffle.
Why? Why couldn't have been?
If they're moving around, it's extremely hard to shoot in the same place twice.
Yeah.
When they're moving.
But that doesn't mean it couldn't have happened.
It's almost impossible. The person would have to be lying down, and you would have to be aiming directly in the same spot for it to be to shoot in the same place.
I guess.
Because like if they're
perpendicular
in a scuffle, and they're fighting, and they're moving, and he's lunging, you're not gonna be able to get a perpendicular shot.
I don't know. When two people are struggling over a gun, I feel like the gun can be moved in any which way.
Well, yeah, if it's being moved in any which way, you're not gonna get a perpendicular shot that lines up almost exactly. Because of that.
Hold on, let me oh sorry. Let me see if they can explain it. If Mr. Eubank did shoot the gun from his right hand, it wouldn't match with the first bullet's entry point. Why? The right rib? Oh, I guess his right rib. So, okay. So if it's his right rib, but it was in dude's right hand, then how would it get over there?
Yeah.
The bullet needed to shoot straight into his right side, but he couldn't do that with his right hand. Okay. If he wanted to shoot Mr. Chambers, he would have aimed close to his chest. Okay. I must have been mistaken. Oh yes, I know. When Mr. Chambers pointed a gun at Mr. Eubank, the two circled each other. The gun was in his left hand, but from my angle it was his right hand. Then everything played out as I said, with the two switching sides. My left and right were mixed up, a simple mistake. Can you go into more detail of what you saw? He was facing towards the door with his back towards the desk.
That's...
Mr. Chambers was the one who had his back towards the door. Okay, I know that's not true because your picture says... Had it end up in Mr. Eubank's right hand afterwards. After the first shot, he placed the gun in his right hand. Pretty simple. Why would he do that? Okay.
Wait.
Can he state his aim and fire? Okay. He can't do that because he couldn't see. Okay. Well, the explanation doesn't make sense. Mr. Eubank's monocle fell out of his eye when Mr. Chambers pulled his gun out. He's blind in his left eye without it. If he was going to fire it, he would have used his right hand. That way, he could see more clearly.
But hold on. Being blind in one eye doesn't make it impossible to fire it. My husband isn't useless without both eyes.
But Lowell did stay steady, meaning that the shot was not fired as soon as it was stolen. Don't get so hung up on a single word. He still shot him. Then let me ask you one follow-up question. Was he wearing his monocle when he fired? He was. That's how he was able to take the gun and fire before Mr. Chambers could react. You have my word against his. He wants his story airtight and a missing monocle will be a problem. He needs Mr. Eubank to be the only suspect. Well, we can prove that he did lose his monocle. I assume the picture.
Just the picture.
Yeah, because in the picture, you can't see it, yeah.
Stop it, kitty cat.
In this picture, you see Mr. Eubank without his monocle. If he had it when he was attacked, where was it? Simple, it fell off when he hit the desk. The force knocked it off him. Then where is it? Shouldn't it be around his body after hitting the desk? Well, it must be out of shot. And he's right, it is, but I think I know why. Think about the positions of the two. If Mr. Eubank had his back towards the desk, even if it fell out when he was surprised, it would still be on the floor. But if the two flipped, with Anton's back towards the desk, his monocle would have fallen off and be out of shot.
But that doesn't make any sense. My husband woke up after this photo was taken. How did he get there?
I was thinking about that. It's basic, really. During the struggle for the gun, they must have switched sides. But how? Mr. Eubank said something that stuck with me. I hit his leg with my umbrella, and while Anton was distracted, fought to keep his gun within view of my right eye. If what he says is true, then we might be able to figure out what happened. If Mr. Chambers pulled his gun out with his right hand, what would Mr. Eubank do? Well, let me think. I guess he would push it right, to his right, to get it into sight of his right eye, but left of the other guy. He would push it right. Aim it towards the right wall while keeping it in line of sight with his right eye. It's the only way to line up what we know. He would move around his left eye while avoiding the gun. That way he would be behind Mr. Chambers.
But why would he do that? Why wouldn't he go for the gun?
Simple, he didn't want to kill Anton. He must have tried to restrain him by grabbing him from the back to do so. Then how did he get shot? Should have the evidence. It's the evidence that showed how the first shot happened. Okay. Oh wait, he has yeah, he has residue on his right coat arm. We know from the autopsy report that he had gunshot residue on his right arm. If Mr. Chambers would only have had that, he would fire the shot. He must have moved the gun closer to his right side once Mr. Eubank got behind him. Meaning, Anton was the one who fired the first shot, unless you believe he shot himself with the second shot.
You proved Lowell lied and explained how the first shot was fired. But my client is being accused of murder, not perjury.
Paper perjury?
Paper perjury! You still need to connect the bullet in Anton's heart to my client directly. If there isn't any proof Lowell even touched the gun, all fingerprints were removed from it, so anyone could have held it. Mr. Chambers loaded the gun with the second bullet to go after Mr. Newbick. And even if Lowell loaded it, you couldn't even find the fingerprints off the bullet that was fired.
I'm gonna try this because I'm like, well, maybe not, just to kind of put doubt. I don't think it's gonna be the correct answer, but I'm gonna try it. Okay. There's no proof he touched the gun. Yeah, I don't think we have any proof that he has picked up the gun. Let's see what they say at the end here. If we had any evidence, this case would have already been solved. We have all the evidence we could ask for. The problem is putting it together. It's the details that matter, making sure everything we know lines up properly. Okay. But we don't know that he touched the gun. We don't have proof of that. The fingerprints were removed. Mr. Chambers loaded the gun. The second bullet to go after Mr. Newbook. Okay, I didn't think so.
Can we see the evidence?
What are you looking for?
Just all of it. Let's go through all the statements.
You want all the statements? Okay, shot twice. No fingerprints were found in the bullets. What? Sorry, you're muffled again. I can't understand you.
What about Miss Collins?
That just about the meeting. Doesn't really have anything to do with that.
I just like to look through all
This is
of
about the car and the safe password.
What about ledgers?
This is about, yeah, the times of the meeting. This is about being in the trunk. That doesn't really do anything. That doesn't really have anything. This is about orphanage buying. This is about 10 years ago.
Ballistics report.
What, Carrie?
Ballistics report. What about that?
I think they were close to respective entry points.
Previous case summary.
I was looking into that, but I don't think that has anything either.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try this. Yeah, I didn't think so. She's right. There's no proof that Lowell touched the gun. Because if I remember correctly, no fingerprints were found inside the bullets. I figured maybe because the gun residue, it's like, come on, like we know that it while it was fired. Anyone could have held Mr. Chambers loaded his gun with a Good bullet to go after Mr. Newbook. That we don't really know that. Even if Lowell loaded it, you couldn't even lift fingerprints off the bullet that was fired. I mean, that's true. If there's none of those. I guess I'll try questioning. I'll go in order. We know he took the picture when Mr. Eubank was knocked out and Anton was dead. He had the means to grab the gun and fire it.
Being in the same room as the murder weapon isn't the same as using it. That leaves Owen as the prime suspect in this. He's the only one we know who was there when the gun was fired.
Playing devil's advocate must be hard on her. But there's one time that she'll be overjoyed to catch the criminal. This is it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, because I think you were fine yesterday, but for some reason it just seems muffled today. It's weird.
I don't know.
Detective, were there any fingerprints on the gun? None were found. They were completely removed by the time we examined the gun yesterday. I'll remove them myself. What? I didn't want the police going after Mr. Eubank after I just got promoted. And to cover his own tracks. So we at least have him on that. Because that's a new crime.
Evidence.
Yeah, that's a new crime we didn't know, so let's go ahead and just write that down. But we know he only carries one bullet in his gun. Why would he load a second one just for one person?
The motive for why isn't important. He was the other person who would have loaded it.
It's not true.
So it's only reasonable that he is the sole person who loaded it.
Okay. I'm sorry, you're muffled again.
You want me to just restart my computer?
No, you don't have to.
I'm gonna just restart. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. I think I know what they want from the questioning. Oh, is that not it? Is that not it? What? Detective, so they almost got fingerprints off the first shot. That's irrelevant. It will certainly be loaded by Anton. What about the second one, huh? Couldn't get anything. There you have it. No proof I loaded it. Of course, even if I did load it, I wouldn't be dumb enough to risk fingerprints on it. Showing off now. I feel like we have to discount. Well, okay, there is proof. He got rid of the fingerprints that I feel like makes him pretty suspicious. Now, I thought, because maybe if we could word it like, well, we know there was the crashing. Presumably he fell after that. And how did the second gunshot happen?
Is this better?
Carrie?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Is it better?
You're quiet again.
Again? I
mean, that time you were a bit louder. Again, it might just be me. But I'm just looking at the audio mixer and you are a lot lower on it. Fingers removed from his anyone could have held it. I mean, this is true. We couldn't lift fingerprints. Yeah, I wasn't so I'm not sure what they want from me here.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Anyone could have held it. Yeah, I mean, none of these. You load the gun with a second bullet. I don't know what they want. Carrie, I mean, do you have any ideas?
Wait. He did say that he touched it to clean it.
Yes, but that's also in this. It's not a piece of evidence we have. I know, that pissed me off too.
Can we look at the stuff we have?
Anyone could have held it. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Like, I don't see what we can counter like any of this with, because it's not really any information. So they're just like, there's no fingerprints, so you have no proof. It's like, yeah, true.
What's the last statement?
What, Karen?
Maybe we can try presenting Hun's thing?
Presenting Hun's thing? Where? Where do you want to present it?
On that specific...
On this one?
Dialogue, yeah.
Yeah, because it's true.
Yeah. I think at least presenting that might...
What, Karen?
Have more... I said at least presenting that I think might help it so that since we have more things presented when we check. Wait.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't see how this will contradict it, but sure. Monsieur Bank, the evidence doesn't support that. According to the autopsy report, no fingerprints can be found on the bullets. Technically, yes.
Well, to be fair, he does know the passcode to the safe.
Yeah, but they
bullet.
specifically say in the other thing that, like, well, even if Lowell loaded it, it doesn't matter because you couldn't get fingerprints, so you have no proof. So this, I don't like this one. What if you only loaded the first one and overload the second one? And what good is a lack of fingerprints? It means you lack evidence to prove I loaded it. That's all you got, it's a waste of time. Oh, I think we're gonna say this to set it up like, hey, we know you had the safe password, dude.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like this first one doesn't make a big enough point to lead us into the second one. I don't know. That's another Ace Attorney thing. I talked about this before. I think that's an Ace Attorney problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you, Justina. If Lowell did load the second shot, he must have done it after the first shot was fired. Must have been some evidence he left behind. Well, there isn't. I'm in the clear, and you can't change that. Oh, okay. Apparently we're just gonna go right into another one. Mr. Eubank could have grabbed the bullet easily. There's also his name proof that Anton didn't load the second bullet himself. There was time between Detective Hunt leaving and Mr. Eubank arriving for him to load it. I didn't know about Anton having bullets in his... Okay, I know that's not true. Oh, come on. Here, the password is safe, but... Ah.
It's gotta be that one, and then probably the safe.
This one was the email?
Yeah. Fourth one.
I wish this was Ace Attorney. I could look at the picture fully. If you wanted to kill Anton, you would have chosen a different method. Based on what, brother? Didn't know about Anton having bullets in the office at that time. Mr. Eubank arriving.
Wait.
And
No.
he left around 5, and Mr. Eubank didn't get there until like what, 7?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there was 2 hours where he could have loaded a bullet. So I mean that is true. So as he proves Anton didn't load the second bullet himself. I see your bank could have grabbed the bullet easily.
It's safe. It's safe.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, so I guess we're saying no, he couldn't because he didn't know the safe. I guess is what we're saying. Okay.
There was a safe.
That isn't true, Lowell. He doesn't keep all his bullets in an open space. When we went back to the president's office, we found a safe behind the blackboard. When we looked inside, we found that that's where he keeps his gun accessories. We even found a pack of bullets with 2 bullets missing. What are you getting at? He put his bullets in a safe. No one should have access to them, unless someone took them out. Someone grabbed the bullets from the safe to kill Mr. Chambers. And since Mr. Chambers didn't kill himself and Mr. Eubank was knocked out, that leaves only you. But that was Mr. Chambers' safe. I could, yeah. Okay. We know for a fact you have the thing. According to the mechanic, there was a piece of paper with S2021 written on it, which is the exact code for the safe. Care to explain why it was in your car, Lowell? And where does it say it's a safe code? You're the one saying it's a code, not me. There's no proof I knew what those numbers meant. And even if I knew it was a code to Anton's safe, the safe was hidden in the office. How would I know where it was? You can't expect anyone to believe that.
Well, it's possible he could have opened the safe. That piece of paper is circumstantial evidence. There's too much room for doubt. You need more direct evidence to charge him.
Detective, is she right? She is. We need to prove he opened the safe or was the only one who could have opened it. Oh no, that's all we had left. Nothing else to say? Then it looks like we are done here. It was fun, but that's all the time I have left. We're so close, I can't let him get away with this. Detective, there must be something left. Now, we looked all over the evidence. He covered his tracks well. Mrs. Eubank, after everything he did, you can't let him walk out of here.
Can't be charged for murder without strong proof.
I think part of it is the voice you're doing. Are you close to the microphone when you do the voice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And with the plea deal, all charges for moving the body are dropped. Legally, you have to let him walk out of here.
I'm sorry, accepting his deal was a mistake. Well, we can't Revoke the plea deal. We know the clock is in there. It's kind of weird.
I say present evidence of murder.
Yeah, but what do we have?
We gotta look over it.
I don't know. It's so much louder. I don't know if we have anything.
Something.
Could we
I wouldn't.
could we revoke the plea deal because the deal was that Mr. Eubank murdered him, but that didn't happen because he was knocked out. I'm gonna click it. Can't catch for murder, then we will do the next best thing. We'll revoke the plea deal. Break the deal? I must be losing my hearing. Break my plea deal? The deal is done, signed, and legally binding. You can't break it.
That is not completely true. Unlike you, I read the whole thing. It states that the deal will be null and void if the evidence is
And he
tampered
cleaned
with.
the gun.
Oh, true! Tampering with evidence isn't just changing the photo.
I was actually thinking it more along the lines of like, the plea deal was so that this evidence would help us get Mr. Eubank to be a murderer, but he was knocked out and you confirmed that. So he couldn't have killed them. But I guess not.
If you changed the crime scene before you took that picture, it would also be considered tampered evidence. And if you read the fine print, it states that you have until midnight to determine that. Check your watch. It's not midnight yet.
You're supposed to be on my side.
Whatever do you mean? As your lawyer, I'm telling you the terms of your contract. I'm sure the detectives already know everything you just said.
Go ahead, do whatever you want with that photo. It's a real photo taken straight from my phone. Nothing about it was changed. We'll almost have set up the room that way. What could we be forgetting? Probably.
The clock.
Nah, because clock's not there.
Yeah, the clock's not there.
Yeah, but it's not there in the photo. I mean, we might go down this right, but technically there's no proof that it wasn't gone beforehand.
Where's the rug?
No, because they moved the body on the rug. What would have changed? I mean, there is something in this picture that's missing. Where's the clock, Lowell? Again, I think since it was 2 hours, there was plenty of time for the clock to have been moved, but I don't know. You tell me. The prison's always had a clock on the wall when I visited Anton last week. But today it was broken. We found it in the safe. Someone had to place it there. You were the only person who could have. Why would I hide it? It was just a clock. The clock was broken at 8 p.m. and you couldn't let anyone know that. Otherwise, this other evidence wouldn't line up. Here's why you couldn't let anyone know the first gunshot happened at 8 p.m. Sunday night.
It says, wait, it has to be the image, right? Because it says 8:05, not 8.
I mean, the struggle could have happened in like 3 minutes, but I'll try it. Because the 5-minute time difference. In fact, Miss Eubank said something to us earlier. I was knocked out for a moment, and that's when Lowell came in. But that's not true. He was knocked out for much longer. If Miss Eubank knew how much time had passed, that would break the illusion. And he would start suspecting that you were involved. You think I moved the broken clock to the safe to trick Mr. Eubank? I do, because between opening the safe to grab another bully and rearranging the crime scene, you needed time. How foolish. Your theory is as broken as the very clock you want to use against me. You left one single hole in your theory. How did it break? Are you saying that it's impossible? It is, and here's why. Okay, so I'm gonna call it now. We're gonna use it like, oh, I was watching, nothing fell, and be like, actually, we heard something like fall. We have like evidence of
Yeah,
that.
I think it's the sound thing.
I mean, they could have done it. But those two never went near the clock. They stayed at the center of the... Not true. We heard... What? Why is this?
I think it's on the message before.
Okay. Now, still crossed out.
Not?
Nor do they have any motive to break the clock. As you can see, there's nothing that would cause the clock to... Okay. Okay, this one.
Oh, here it is.
Same idea, just different thing. I know why. Joy said something today that I haven't forgotten. Okay, this is you.
I didn't... Oh, I guess I did play it.
Yeah.
I heard a sound that's like something heavy hit a wall, followed by something that crashed into the floor. And then the gunshot happened.
Mr. Eubank also said something similar as well. I hit his leg with my umbrella, and while Anton was distracted, fought to keep the gun within view sight of my right eye. We ended up hitting the wall at some point, then a bang. It seems during the struggle, Anton and Mr. Eubank hit the wall, the clock fell, then the gunshot happened. We have it recorded too, with the recording ending exactly at 8 p.m. Sunday night. That's when the clock broke, and since Anton had been shot and Mr. Eubank was unconscious, that leaves you with 5 minutes where you were the only person who could have moved it. Which breaks your plea deal as you tampered with the crime scene in the photo. Oh, okay, so that's what, okay. So I was like, well, the struggle could have went on for like 3 more minutes. We don't know that. We just know the picture was taken. But the recording ended at 8. I didn't see that. Or I forgot that, I should say. Okay. So that makes the last one a little bit more sense to me. Where did you get that? There's no way that can be acceptable evidence.
If the conversation was being presented as evidence, you're right. That would be illegal. Other recorded sounds are perfectly acceptable.
You can't be serious. My deal broken by some damn loophole.
And since you are the only person who could have moved the clock, you must have been the one to open the safe. Anton was dead, and my husband was knocked out. That means they can also charge you for first-degree murder. Once this is over, you're going to need a good lawyer.
No! No, no! No, no, no! After everything I did, damn it all! Oh shit, he's... Oh.
I'm expecting some creepypasta face.
I was
shit.
expecting a bunch of blood on the table, yeah. Lowell, have you finally given up?
Lowell, how could you? How could you kill Anton and blame my husband for murder?
I already told the detectives, but I guess you wouldn't know. My family barely got by growing up. And I had to change that. That's why I wanted the job. I never cared about the company, I just wanted the money. But there's one thing I wanted more than money. Power. When I saw Anton get shot, I knew I could keep Mr. Eubank under my thumb. No longer would I just be an assistant. I would have the power to make a name for myself. I went in, saw Anton's body on the floor, and was ready to take the picture. Then I noticed he was alive, bleeding out on the rug. I knew I had to finish the job.
So you grabbed an extra bullet just to shoot him? He could have lived. You would still be here with us today.
Perhaps he would have killed your husband if I hadn't stepped in. That is also true. You weren't the type to let things go. And how did you get that save combination? Who do you think has been helping him smuggle bullets in? It was extra work with extra pay. Not even Owen knew about the safe, so it was a brilliant plan. A brilliant plan now in ruins. Well, I sympathize with you growing up poor, but your selfish greed was not worth a man's life. For that, you'll be charged with first-degree murder, also tampering of evidence, also being a little piece of shit, also... you know what, just throw
Also,
all of it.
Yeah. Checkmate.
True. Parry this, you fucking casual. Let's finish this case up. After he finalized his confession, Lowell was taken away. After 2 days of hunting for the culprit, the case was finally complete.
I guess we could have finished this last night. It wasn't that long.
Yeah, but it was over. It's an hour, and now we have like the after credits thing. We could have, but then we
True.
spent so much time yapping.
True.
I am so tired. Oh, goody!
Girl accurate.
I know how to get your energy back up.
Girlfriend! Girlfriend!
Cowrie. I can feel it already. Your heart is beating fast. Oh, she's even blushing, Cowrie.
She's blushing and she's grabbing her from behind.
Oh, Cowrie, this is your dream.
Girlfriend! You're
Not
so
again.
cute.
Too tight. Oh, sorry. I got carried away. We just solved one murder. We don't need another. Are you gonna do this every time we solve a case? Oh, of course. It's the perfect way to celebrate. Wait a second. You said every time. You want to join in on more cases? I don't think I can do more. If this is my full-time job, I think I'd quit right now. After hearing Lowell's story, I think this job just isn't for me. What do you mean? Earlier today, when he told us about him and his family being forced to move, I think he learned the wrong lesson from that. He wanted a better life for himself than his parents. I just wish he used that drive for good. I know he should pay for his crimes. I just can't help but feel guilty. You have a good heart, Justy. Even seeing good in Lowell. That's something I don't do. You're too good for this world with a heart like that.
Hey.
Hey.
She just gave her a true love's Heimlich. It was
True.
glorious.
So you just missed lesbian
I've been
couple.
waiting for a true love.
So you just missed lesbian couple. There was a lesbian moment.
It was lesbian.
Carrie was popping off.
Okay.
Lesbians!
Why was it worth popping off?
Carrie loves lesbians. What are you talking about?
She's like half of one though.
Yeah, she's bi, but so you've watched movies with Carrie. You know, anytime it's a gay couple or a lesbian couple, she's like, yes.
Ah!
You know how she
Yeah.
gets. Yeah, so it's in game.
You know how she...
And it got a special sprite for them hugging. So
But like, did I want to be there because there was a lesbian couple, or because Carrie's reaction to the lesbian couple?
probably the latter, but I mean, it's up to you.
What's the latter? People always
The
say the
last
latter.
one.
I don't know what it means.
It means the last one.
The latter,
Yeah.
last one. So, wait, so the
L-A-T-T-E-R.
former is the first one?
Yes, because yeah. All right, we're at the end of the game. Hold on, I'm not doing an English lesson right now. Hold on.
What?
Miss Eubank, what are you still doing here? I just wanted to see Lowell taken away. After what he put me through, it was very rewarding. As for me,
My client may have been blackmailed, but is still charged with moving the body. So he will not be saying anything else on the matter until his lawyer approves of it.
oh yes, ma'am. If only we had that power, then this whole case started. But that aside, thank you both for catching Anton's killer. He wasn't perfect, but he was my friend. I wish you could have met that side of him, but maybe in another life. I hope so.
It's been a long day, so we'd best be off.
Until we meet again, detectives. Oh, it looks like you two solved this case. For a pair of rookies, you punch right above your weight and won. We couldn't have done it without you. Your investigation got us the evidence we needed. But I hope you haven't forgotten our deal. Now go tell the chief on what you did on Sunday night. Too late. He already knows. Sue told him all there. He gave me the highest punishment on the force. A salary cut. No!
No! Come true!
No, salary cut in 2025. He's done for. No.
Okay, but like, let's be honest here. How much work has he been doing?
Got a fair amount.
Oh,
Pretty good.
okay.
Yeah, he's been working a different case.
Last time I checked in on his work, he was just making you do everything.
Yeah, no. We've been working with our lesbian partner, and then he's been doing other cases, and his cases have been helping our cases.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh no! Hope it wasn't too big. Oh, don't worry about it. Us gumshoes. Carry gumshoe reference. Well, us gumshoes know the thing or two about salary cuts. Well, I've been doing some thinking since this morning. The accent's changing quickly. Well, I never should have met with Anton to record our conversation. I was blind in my attempt to prove Anton and the Eubanks are rich elites who flaunt their wealth. Shouldn't be too hard on yourself. When I first joined you, I thought the Eubanks helped Luna out of grace, not guilt. I only had admiration for him, but now, I see how naive we both were. They have their own complex emotions and problems we only saw because we had to push the truth out of them. They are people just like us deep down, both flawed in their own ways. How about you both just admit you need to listen to the other side more and call it even? I like the sound of that. Besides, this isn't the time for regrets. You two solved the case. Now we can finally move on to exciting new cases. I need a good night's rest and a cup of coffee before you ever considering doing this again. In that case, how about we celebrate tomorrow? I think we earned it. Oh, it works for me. 5 cases in a row really takes a lot out of a guy. Oh man, if they make DLC for a 6 that takes place soon, I swear I'm gonna lose it. 5 cases in 2 weeks, and only now you're feeling tired? Then until then, I'm going home. Not so fast, uh-oh. You're not going anywhere till you finish the job you were actually hired for. But sleep! You can sleep here overnight if you don't want to finish quickly. Can I at least get a pillow and a blanket if I do? Thankfully, I only needed to stay 2 hours to finish what she gave me. And it was obvious she was holding plenty back. She could expect me to finish up the work later in the week. While Lowell's arrest was the end of that case, there's still a bit more to this tale to share. Oh?
What?
Uh-oh. Alright, today is just normal. No surprise cases, no more panic. They did say they want to celebrate. What do they have in mind? Right on time. Good morning, Justy. Oi, Miss Assistant. What's going on? Is this part of the celebration? Now that you're here, we have some news to share. We spoke with the chief and he agreed to let you have this. It's a badge! Junior Police Officer badge sticker! Yes!
No!
Think of it as kind of a promotion. We can't make you a real detective legally, so this is the next best thing. Detective, you want me to become one? It was an idea we were throwing around, but we just didn't think it was realistic. What does it take to be a detective? You have to complete police academy training and become a police officer first, which requires passing a written and physical exam. Oh no, not gonna happen! Written exams have never been my strong suit. But, what do you mean by promotion? Well, you were hired as a clerk. News spread about your help solving one of the biggest cases in the city. The chief thinks if you could keep helping out solve cases, you should be out in the field more. We would need to find a new clerk, but I suppose helping the public is better in the long term. We don't exactly know what your role will be, but we can figure that out later. What you say, Miss Assistant? Want to team up some more? Hey, Red, I called dibs on her first. I will be right back. Give me a moment to think. I wonder if I can make us choose. What am I doing? Why didn't I just say no? Isn't me. This whole thing. Hey, Justy. Hey, Justy, are you okay? I know it was a surprise, but we didn't expect you to run off. I need some time to think. I don't know if I should accept it. If you ask me, you're a great help. Why don't you want to take it? It's just, I never thought my life would take me here. I grew up with an artistic family, and I thought that was my calling. I even thought I would take over for my dad someday. But even when I studied art and loved it, it just never felt right. So I applied at random jobs until I got my job here. When I was standing outside this room on my first day, I thought it was a one-time thing. Helped the detective and that's it. So much happened since. Is this really me? Is this my calling in life? Something so different from what I thought my whole life? Was all that time studying art in college a waste? And what if this is all a waste? Sorry, I'm rambling. You have nothing to be sorry for.
They should kiss.
I'm not exactly the best at giving advice, but life isn't always a straight line. Carrie, if we get to choose who to go with, I hope you know I'm gonna choose the lesbian ending for you.
Lesbian ending! Let's go!
If that's a choice. Who cares if you studied art before this? Do you need everything in your life to line up perfectly? Well, I mean, well, no. Exactly. Maybe being a detective isn't for you. Maybe in 6 months you'll quit the station. Then you can keep looking until you find the path in life that's truly for you. But if you don't try, you will never know. And what if I let you down? What if we failed to solve a case because of me? What if... Stop saying what if. She got wind effect too? That's not the Justy I know. When I started having doubts in myself, you believed in me. You are a great detective and there's no one I would rather have as a partner. The choice is yours, but I hope you say yes. Then, we need to solve an art robbery someday. I can show you off everything I learned in college. Oh, a priceless statue where the culprit leaves clues to its whereabouts. That'd be perfect for us. But if we don't, I think any case we do together will be fun. That's the Justy I know and love. Come on, let's head back to the others. We still have to put the sticker on your ID. Alright, let's go. While I wasn't made a real detective that day, I was cleared to help out in future cases. I was scared. Starting a new role is always scary. But Sophie was right. Even if it isn't my calling in life, I had to try. What lies in store? That's for future me to find out. End of case 5. Boom! Epilogue!
Epilogue?
Lesbian wedding epilogue, probably.
But lesbian wedding, lesbian wedding!
After my promotion, things remained relatively quiet at the station. Detective Hunt was busy as always. Sophie and I may have finished our cases, but something major popped up. I offered to help, but he said, cases like this take a while to gather evidence. When I start making some headway, I'll bring you back as my assistant. Suppose some cases can be solved in a day or two. Miss Earl started looking for candidates to help cover for me while I was out of the office. But it was harder than expected. I have a few candidates in mind, but on second thought, I'll keep that to myself for now. Chandra started applying for maid work everywhere she could. Carrie, do you want to voice her?
Sure.
But she didn't get any offers from anywhere until...
A friend and I work for the University News Network. They want me to interview for a journalist position. I've never done journalism before, but it couldn't hurt to try.
Eubank Investments didn't get away scot-free. The orphanage sale was nullified and Appleton's mayor rescinded his deal with Eubank Investments. Eubank Investments had to file for bankruptcy, yet they were able to remain as a company. How that works is beyond me.
We filed for reorganization bankruptcy as a means to pay off our debt. I can give you a lesson in bankruptcy law if you'd like.
No, thank you. Learning criminal law is more than enough for me. Eubank Investments may have downsides, but it will recover in time. We built this company with us very hands. We can rebuild it again. Sophie and I got to team up on more cases, but none of it as intense as the Eubank cases. Which I'm thankful for. Looking for a lost cat is much easier than solving a murder. Our next big case is going to the movies together. We just need to decide which one. Date night!
Date night! Lesbian movie day! Lesbian movie day!
As long as it's not horror, I'm up for anything. But Super Ghost Death Trap just came out. I heard it's amazing. No, never! I thought I'd do paperwork to go watch that.
But Justina can hold Sophie's hand, and Sophie will keep her nice and safe.
Don't, Carrie, I'm sure there's lesbian fan art for you.
I hope there is.
Oliver was charged with simple assault and pleaded guilty. I forgot about this guy. It was supposed to be a felony assault, but Chandra asked at the prosecution for a lower punishment. One paid fine, a month in jail later, he returned home to Appleton. Even after what I did, my family accepted me back in open arms. I'm going to restart my cooking career, one where I can keep my freedom and stay close to my family. I forgot what voice I gave him, so. Vegan Toasty! They were granted for a month for what they did. It was going to be longer, but Sophie and I were able to convince the Eubanks to shorten it. She did help exonerate her dad of murder. This is you, Carrie.
Being detective is fun. When we grow up, we will become detectives too. Right, Toasty?
Meow. May the gods have mercy on your parents. Oh, I forgot this guy. Bill Winley stepped down as director of the Claus Orphanage. Embezzlement, well, normally is a felony, was reduced to a misdemeanor given the circumstances. Because of this, he was allowed to keep his public accounting license and return to accounting. Well, I should count my blessings I was able to go back to accounting at all. As long as the Claus orphanage is in good hands, that's all I can ask for. Annie's plea deal saved her from jail time, but she was given community service and a large fine. Ironically, she had to sell the motel to the Claus orphanage just to make the difference. A sale that was lower than what Anton was offering. Now that the Claus orphanage gets to keep the lane itself and never has to move.
My amazing magic trick leaked to the press. Now they want the full scope of my magical crime.
Oh my god, she's gonna make a fucking O.J. Simpson If I Did It book.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
The world's greatest illusionist, Maggie Shawn, will rise again.
Oh no. With Bill stepping down, Meg was given the position of director. Ah, Meg runs the orphanage! Let's go!
It's only
Oh.
temporary. I'm gonna find someone else who can run it better. I love these kids, but I also have a dream I want to follow.
As for her relationship with Fry? Oh god, what was his voice? I think I gave him kind of like, we talked things out and we're gonna rebuild our friendship.
We both made some mistakes, but we both care about each other.
As for myself, the dough heads are bigger than ever. I don't need your dad's store to show the world my art. My dad was able to retire and now only makes class at his own pace. His hobby of gardening has started growing a lot since retirement. This was you.
It's just another thing for your mom and I to bond over. You should give it a try.
No, thanks. Taking care of my own life is hard enough. A plant is just too much responsibility. Ben, was sent back to prison. I sent back to prison. Oh yeah, we did. As expected, he was able to become the prison's barber. He also regained his accent. Oh, his original accent? I'm just gonna keep giving the Western one. In prison, I get more customers than you can shake a stick at. But soon I'll be out of here faster than a hot knife through butter. With the sale, Luna started planning her move to college. She's growing up so fast. You better come visit me once I'm settled in, Jay. I will, even if I have to beg Sue for the time off. Better start planning my trip before plane ticket prices go up. True! True! Joy wasn't fired from Eubank Investments, but only because the Eubanks were willing to overlook her crimes. Just like Fee, it was thanks to her evidence that Anton's killer was brought to light.
At Eubank's Investments, forgiveness is their #1 virtue. And no one embodies that virtue like the wonderful Eubank family.
As for myself,
I died.
you died?
Ah!
But yeah, as for myself, I died.
I thought you were talking about yourself. I was like, damn, Sulk. I know you were muted, but what happened?
you know how the muted plane works.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, I had to talk myself out of it, dude.
Good morning, Miss Earl. Morning, Justina. We finally got an applicant for the new clerk role.
Oh my
Since,
god, Fran.
since you'll be
Sorry.
filling in for you while you're out playing detective, I want you to interview her.
I bet it's Luna.
Are you sure? I don't have anything prepared. No, Luna's moving to college. Trust me, I think you can handle it. Interrogation room. So, what makes you a good fit for this job? I knew it, yes!
Oh, Miss Hana! I have first-hand experience with the inner workings of the police station. I've even seen the process of bringing in witnesses myself.
Oh, God. Jeez, I wonder how you got such an experience.
Oh, you know.
Thank you so much for playing Paper Perjury. Paper Perjury! Yes! Roll the credits.
Oh, that's such
We may not have gotten a lesbian wedding, but... Wait, no credits?
no credits?
Where's the credits at? Here we go. Okay. Credits rolls. Paper Perjury. I really did enjoy it. It does have flaws, like any Ace Attorney-like game, but I enjoyed that all the cases were connected, actually. That was something that I think Ace Attorney doesn't do enough. Usually it'll be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, remember that case that happened like 2 games ago? Yeah, this guy's kind of connected. It's kind of similar, but like it's its own thing, kind of. I like that they were all in one thing. What'd you think, Gary?
I really liked it. It was really cute.
Yay! Okay, like I said, it does have its flaws. Every game does. But overall, I had a really good time with it. There were a couple questions I got really stuck on, but I think overall, you know, it was just overall. I can't really blame the game for that because that's just an issue with. It's the same kind of issue with like obviously Ace Attorney, but say like a point and click game. I can't completely replicate the exact thought process of the developers. And while I think they actually did a lot of steps to help kind of guide people who do think a little bit differently, I think sometimes it's just you can really get snagged on something.
Yeah, or like sometimes the wording is a little weird or off, but that's just the thing with those types of games in general.
Yeah, and I think part of that is translation.
Yeah, translation can play a part of that, especially for Ace Attorney, because Ace Attorney's translation has a lot of issues with how it handles certain things, because it's not just some of the stuff they localize to make jokes or things like that. Some of it is also how it handles the case.
I was talking about this game, but yeah, that's also true.
I don't think it's a translation issue for this game because
I don't think I don't think the developers are originally English. I'm not sure though.
I'm pretty sure they are.
They did have at least in the world they're in. It could just be the world of the game. It did seem to have a lot of culture stuff that's not English based.
Well, I'm pretty sure their main thing is English though.
It might be. I have no idea, but
somebody in the studio is based in America.
Is it? Okay. Because it seems like the world, like I said, it might just be the world, but it definitely had a lot of inspiration from non-American culture.
To be fair, like a lot of parts in America have more culture, like sections with more cultures that's not just American.
Yeah.
They probably grew up in an area where
also could be
more different like cultural aspects, because they like some states have little sections where there's different gatherings of different cultural events and stuff like that for other cultures. But like my state has a lot of that.
But no, overall I really did enjoy this game. I thought really good. Like I said, there were a couple snags, but that's just kind of how this game works. I think the things they put in to help make it a lot easier than say Ace Attorney, so helpful. Oh my god. Like the fact that evidence gets crossed out when you try it and it doesn't work, that in itself is a godsend, because that's my biggest thing with Ace Attorney.
Also removing the health bar from Ace Attorney.
Yeah, removing the health bar.
There's no reason for there to be a health bar, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. But also, I think
the only reason it exists is you do get on certain scenes unique cutscenes for game overs with unique dialogue, but it's only for certain scenes.
Right.
So it just makes no sense.
It just makes it harder. And if this game had a hard mode with the health, kind of like Ace Attorney, I wouldn't be against that if it had a hard mode.
Yeah.
I would not be against that. It just, you know. And another thing that they fixed from the Ace Attorney series, clearing evidence that's not going to be used anymore. Oh my god. I'm so happy they did that.
Lighter inventory is nice.
It was, oh man, it's a world of difference, because like, think about that 5th case. We had so much evidence in that one that like, if they didn't have a mechanic like that, it would genuinely have been like 50 things. It would have been a lot. So I am really glad that they did that.
Yeah.
But But yeah, no, I absolutely love this game. I do also want to say that I believe I actually forgot, because it's been a long time since I started this game, just because I got distracted with other stuff, collabs, stuff like that. I think I got this. I think they gave me this game for free. I believe they did for streaming, which I would like to thank them a lot for that, because I really enjoy this game. I would also have bought it. Like, definitely. This was also on my wish list. I plan to buy it. So I'll probably support them a little bit, you know, give them a bit more. But also, you know, to anyone here, yeah, you've pretty much seen the whole game, but we should support indie game devs like this, because we want more games like this. How many more Ace Attorney games, indie games, are there? There's a couple I can think of, but the genre really isn't that full. Especially because this is Ace Attorney, like, but it's not in the courtroom. It is different. We're not trying to prove to the judge that it's going on. We're trying to entrap the person, which is similar, but it's also different in its own right. So, I mean, if you like Ace Attorney games, you gotta give it a try.
It's more like interrogation based, whereas in Ace Attorney, like, you're doing some interrogating, but most of that is in the courtroom.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get the judge to sway one way or another. And with this, is you're directly partaking in the actual legal advance of interrogating and working with the police rather than as a lawyer.
Yeah. And I like I said, that's, you know, similar, but it's still way different. So even if you did, you know, watch me play through this game and you're like, well, I know the story, go support them, because
they definitely deserve it. It's
really
nice.
I'm also interested to see if they make another game.
I really hope they make a part 2.
A part 2, an extra case, whatever. I'd be happy to see it.
I'd actually love to see the case that happened with Luna, like a flashback case.
That could be interesting, yeah.
Flashback detail of it, like with Ace Attorney, how you see some of the flashback cases in the investigations games. With investigations too, you see some of what happens in 6.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that I would love to see. So definitely go support them. I had a great time with this game. It did take me a long time to beat it. Just I kept, you know, putting it off, but no, it's really good.
It's a really good game. I really like it.
Yeah, I want to see more games like this. So go support, I believe, Paper Cat Games.
It's Paper Cat Games. I did reach out to them.
Yeah, you told me about that.
And I do hope they respond to it, because if they do, I think it would
that'd be awesome.
Fun inquiry.
Mm-hmm.
I won't talk about it until I have anything official, but I hope they respond.
Yeah,
it would make me really happy.
And these guys are really cool. Like I said, I did talk to them for a little bit. When I played the demo, they reached out to me about, like, hey, you know, we're happy you beat the demo, you know, and you know, we talked a little bit about the game, and I was like, yeah, it's really good, but I told them my voice got a bit sore, but I had a great time.
Yeah, so it's a fun game. It's really cute.
So yeah, they're clearly awesome, like the team. But
and it's a small team too, especially in the credits.
Yeah, the credits was really, really quick.
It was.
So
I guess that's why they didn't have it at the end.
Yeah, but really good game. Go get it. Support all of them. Support indie games more, okay? That's not a request. That's a demand, damn it. Go support indie games.
Support them.